critical CPI release tomorrow as we're watching the markets shed a little bit of gains here. Spiders and Qs down about 1/3% here at the Dow, down fractionally as well. IWM actually carving out some upside. We also have semiconductors up a little bit here as well. Breadth here at 303 on the S&P 500. DRAM up 2.78. SMH up a half, and SOX up just a little bit more than that. MAGS is where a lot of the tech weakness is coming from, as well as software taking a little bit of a breather. We talked about that Microsoft extension last week, and it's still pretty supportive at 500 though, and so far that has held up. A couple of things here today though. If you look at intraday, it looks like we're down a lot, but we're really not. I mean, this is like I said, it's barely like 1/4%. And we haven't even touched the gap from last Thursday. So we just basically tested Friday's low essentially. So that was 7719 on the cash. And yeah, it basically just double bottomed. It swept it by 1.5 points. And the E-mini, I want to say I don't even know if we did. Okay, we did actually sweep it on the E-mini by 1 point or two. But nonetheless, I mean, this is like nothing here. The market's asleep. That said, still, so I got the sense there was like some panic out there, a little bit at least, with this just kind of dripping down ahead of CPI. I'll say this though, gold, still holding the gains, as is silver. It's down 0.5%, but I mean, it's an inside day here. They have run up into CPI, so it's possible you see a little bit of mean reversion here. But looking at TLT, up 9 cents or whatever, 7, 8, 9 cents, and the ZT here, up decently. So the 2-year note, I'm still kind of in the camp that I think gold kind of tipped this off. So if I had to guess, I would say tomorrow we'd be looking at a soft CPI. You can see the 3-month here. It is up fractionally, but it's well off the highs here. And the farther you go out on the curve, the stronger it has been on the yield side. But the 2s, 3s, and 1 month really have not moved. If we look at Fed Watch, it's 50-50 for September rate hike. So obviously CPI will dictate what the market's going to do here. And I would just say right now 7,700 on the SPX is where bulls want to hold. We are getting a little bit of a bounce at the end of the day, and something I talked about this morning said kind of, and just a side note here, like this morning I said, look, fade any sort of trend here. We'll probably kind of mean revert by the end of the day. I don't expect us to do much. We probably will trend tomorrow, but in the room here, we had a couple of trades today. One on oil, took a little paper cut on that. We had a nice one on Micron. It's still holding a runner in that, and a nice one on NQ this morning too. And then we ended up reloading it. Got stopped out on the way down here on this last little dip, which I didn't really see us doing. I figured we would rebound into the close and close closer to flat, which is exactly what we're doing, right? So why am I bringing this up? Well, this is the kind of thing that happens when you're a trader. So if you're out there and you're trying to make it or whatnot, and you get discouraged by these things, it's going to happen. I mean, called this pretty much perfectly, but execution, right? Execution matters more than anything. There was a day of like a month ago or so when I said something about like, yeah, I think we might be green tomorrow, might trend up, and then we ended up selling off. And it was like, oh, you were wrong. You thought we were going up, and we went down. And the funny thing is that day I took 2 trades in the trading room, and they were both winners, right? So again, execution matters more than anything. You're gonna have days where you get everything right except price, right? That's the irony of it, but we just get it back tomorrow. But anyway, we are coming up off the lows as expected. Nice little float here as we get towards the end of the day. There is nothing behind this right now, by the way. I don't even think we've done, what have we got? We haven't even done 25 million shares on SPY. And it's like almost, it's a power hour time here. So very light volume here. Definitely a summer tape. Right now, this market is really tight here, like on the hourly especially. It's definitely ready for trend, and I do think we get it tomorrow. Can we break 7,800 is the big question. That is LG1 for Friday on the S&P. And from what I can see right now, it's looking like that's not a short call. So it's definitely, net dealer buyers. So, and even 78.50 is up there. So There is the potential for a trend. Like I said, you want to see 7,700 hold on any sort of dip. If we get below that, you could have a failure here and it could get down to 76 pretty fast. So that would be the other side of it. But right now, a nice little float up. I think gold kind of tipped this off. Even with bonds, even though TLT was down last week, everybody's worried about that. But I think gold was kind of tipping it off. And the short end of the curve was tipping that off too. So I'd have to lean to the positive side here until that's proven otherwise here. Additionally, SMH green on the day, DRAM green on the day. You had some movers even in like Quantum, QMCO, small company, but big jump there. So you're seeing like risk on flows. The IWM is green, right? Small caps are up, breadth is positive. So, I just go with that until it's proven otherwise. So those are the levels we are looking at here. Q730, that's still the same as far as I can tell. Honestly, for the downside here, I mean, I would just go off the S&P, but yeah, definitely 710 on QQQ. That's been the POC for a while now. If we go back to NQ, it's like 29.3, we'll call it. So right in this area here. Yeah, heck, you're going to go back to like right about there. So right in that area. But anyway, yeah, market holding up. I didn't do a video yesterday because there was nothing to talk about unless you want me to fearmonger about oil. But yeah, that was up 1.5 today. It's holding the gains. I did say to members yesterday, look for like 130 on USO. That did hit in the overnight effectively. I mean, it got to 129.5. But I don't think it gets much past that this week unless something changes. Outside of that, SMH continues to hold up well. Korea holding up well too. This is actually starting to firm up, and you could even make a case you got, I mean, it's a little sloppy, but you can make a case you got an inverse head and shoulder here. And this is with the after hours on EWY. So that could trigger tomorrow. So we'll see how that does. Like I said, DRAM was up. Micron firming up too. Intel, semiconductors hanging in there. Cloud taking a bit of a breather. We mentioned mags already. Transports down, but off the lows. Talked about bonds. XHB up nicely. IYR down again. This needs to get back above 103.39 by the end of the week. Otherwise, I'll just cut the rest of my position in that and say thank you. XLF up 5 cents. This might be getting a little toppy though. And KRE, I would like to see that. Well, let's see if it'll make a new all-time high first. It's very close. XBD inside day, nothing going on. Mentioned oil. XLE breakout. We talked about this little wedge here. So kind of a small pattern there, but it did push through it. Exxon, which I still have my second half of Exxon. Beautiful, beautiful breakout there. XOP as well. This is firming up here, and I like this on the weekly too. This is looking pretty firm, and even on like the monthly, you got a nice monthly inside pattern here above the 200 for the first time in, well, ever, because it's not that old of an ETF, but yeah, it is looking pretty good here. XOP looks a lot better. And an OIH, that was one of the only things that moved yesterday. Back up into that 420 area. So here's your resistance, 415, 420, right? 417 to be exact. But nice, right? I did not like, I said I don't really love that weekly because it's starting to kind of look more like a bear flag, but it has firmed back up. So especially if you can close above, let me go back. Yeah, especially if you can close above that weekly red bar with let's call it 424 on a weekly close, that could send this thing, up to 500. Dollar still soft here. This will move tomorrow. One way or the other, it's going to trend. And then gold here again went into some resistance. So I could see maybe even if we have a soft CPI, maybe this pops and then it kind of fades a little bit. But I'll tell you, GLD right now, 420. That's your tail for the week. And SLV still 61, maybe 62. Okay, so there still is a trend potential here. But they did run, kind of into CPI, so just take that for what it's worth. I certainly wouldn't buy it here. I'm just holding kind of from last week, basically. But yeah, copper, backed off the highs and it's hanging in there. And Bitcoin's going to zero. No bounces, no dead cats. Just trend, just every day down 1%. So failed that out of that wedge there. And yeah, back inside of the range. So bear control until we can, recover back above 64 and a half, and then really 65 and a half. If we do that, it breaks out, but still been kind of soft here. We thought gold might have like led this up a little bit and given it some relief, but so far not so much. We'll see if that happens tomorrow once we actually get the data here. So anyway, outside of that, watch 77 on the downside. Nice little pop into the close. Figured we'd close within like 1/4% or so. And there we are. So anyways, guys, we'll wrap it up here. You guys take care. Don't forget to come find us tomorrow morning at 8:45. We'll be live. That link is in the pinned comment. And if you want to get in the trading room, that's at carnivoretrades.com. We'll see you guys all tomorrow.